Hi everyone. Today's question comes in from Sharon in Grapevine. She says, I have terrible reflux. Any tips? So most people associate reflux with too much acid in the stomach. The funny thing is most of the everyday reflux that I see in practice is not caused by this and therefore won't really truly be fixed by just taking the over-the-counter medications aimed at increasing the stomach pH like the Pepcid or Zantac or mainstream PPIs. As a matter of fact, these medications can really wreak havoc on the system in general and were originally only approved for short-term use. If you actually look on the box, it says do not use this product for more than 2 weeks. Most people I know that use these have been using them for quite a bit longer than 2 weeks. So there's really some discovery of the root cause and treatment that needs to take place there. This is because without an acidic stomach, you cannot digest your food properly, and continuously increasing stomach pH will eventually make your reflux worse, not to mention the nutrients you're missing out on by not really digesting and absorbing your food. What I've seen countless times is that most reflux is actually tied to a particular food intolerance. As I said earlier, it's not just the mainstream acidic foods that you think of. Dairy is actually a major player in this arena. About 70% of my patients complaining of reflux have completely eliminated their symptoms just by cutting out dairy. Now, it's not always dairy for everyone, so I recommend doing an elimination diet like I've talked about before to identify your particular triggers. And if you need help here, come on in for a visit. We'll help you out. As far as symptom management, in the meantime, there are a few things you can try. You really want to help stimulate the digestive process. You want your food to go down, not come back up, so we've really got to facilitate that. You've heard of fight or flight mode. Well, the counterpart to that is rest and digest. You can only do one at a time. So when you're worried, stressed, running around, driving, or working, your body really doesn't know that it's time to eat, and it doesn't do the proper things to absorb your food. Well, it's not always easy to do. It's a huge help if you can help your autonomic nervous system to be in the correct state. I know that not everyone has a quiet and calm household all the time, but there really is something to sitting down at the dinner table for a meal, chatting with friends or loved ones, and taking your time to really eat. That leads me into the next thing you can do for reflux. Besides just relaxing, being in a calm state, eliminating stress before eating, etc., take your time and chew your food really, really well. The average American eats a meal in 5 minutes, y'all. Why do all that work to cook and clean up if you're just going to scarf it down and not even enjoy it? The act of chewing and salivation stimulates digestive enzymes. And these enzymes are what actually break down our food so that we can use it as fuel. We produce these when we sit and we think about food, we smell the food cooking, or we relax in between bites. Our body then knows, oh, it's time to digest, and so it makes the proper enzymes. When you eat really quickly, your body doesn't have time to process this. And having more digestive enzymes is not only great for reflux, but it's good for weight management and all types of indigestion, bloating in particular. So whenever possible, enjoy a meal. Don't just eat for necessity. You can also stimulate digestion by drinking a small bit of apple cider vinegar before meals. The bitterness tells your brain that it's time to make digestive enzymes. Some people use a bitters for the same purpose. A popular one is an herb we highlighted on the page yesterday, gentian. I love combining gentian bitter with skullcap. It's a nervine to stimulate digestive enzymes while also helping the body to relax and be in that rest and digest state. So you get a little of both with this combo. So for reflux, this is where I always start. And I'm telling you, these little bitty steps really make a big difference for, like I said, about 70% of my patients. There are many more things to explore for chronic reflux, as we always want to treat the cause, not just band-aid the symptoms, even if you're band-aiding with something natural. So if you've taken these steps and are still struggling, it's time to come in, because then we can kind of suss out the causes and help you get some relief there. As always, you guys send in those questions to info@hhcdallas.com, and we'll see you next week.